Are you ready for season 2?
What's up, makeup minions? I'm Kim Witte from Witte Artistry, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button below and the bell next to it to join the Witte Artistry family. In this video, I'll be doing an Attack on Titan Colossal Titan makeup to celebrate season 2. This is also my first ever collaboration, and it was with Ms. Mao Mao Z, who's a very talented body painter who has a YouTube channel and an Instagram, which are linked in the description below. So let's get this Attack on Titan makeup tutorial going. As always, I'm using my trusty eyebrow pencil, and I'm sort of just mapping out the general shapes that the body paint has. The Colossal Titan's design sort of divides his face up into geometric shapes, so that is just what I'm doing. Make sure you're following a reference image. Now I'm just drawing the triangular band down the side of the neck. Now I'm creating my own creamish white color by mixing white, yellow, and brown body paint and filling in all of the shapes that the Titan has white on his face. Don't forget to fill in those ears. Go ahead and paint on those collarbones and up the side straps on your neck. And then fill in the weird shape that they have in the center of their chest with the same color. Now, in order to mute down my red tone, I'm adding a little bit of brown to it, and I'm going in all of the areas I left unpainted with this color. So this mid-tone red is going to be the base for all of the muscles that I am painting. So whenever you want to create like a manga or a cartoon or an anime sort of look for a makeup, I usually start off big areas with a mid-tone color. This is how I just block out the shapes of what I'm going to paint, and then I only have to do a highlight and a low color to do the detail with. Don't forget your red mustache. The Colossal Titan has weird dark eyes that are just sort of super sunken, so I'm mixing black with my red and just going over my eyelids and sockets to make them recede. Now with that same dark color, the mixture of red and black, I am creating the deep parts of the muscle striations. I'm also using it as a shadow color, so anywhere that there's a form that casts a shadow like the collarbone, I'm just going to use the body paint underneath it. Underline the collarbone and around the sternum area, and then line the edge of the deltoid. Since this is a manga character, you want to keep the striations of the muscles pretty bold and simple, and make them go from the sternum up to the deltoid, and then fill in your trapezius with the same kind of lines. I have been using an anatomically correct reference for these muscles and then modifying them to fit more of the style of the actual characters, since their anatomy is very original and outlandish. What Titan would be complete without a vicious set of teeth? Unlike humans, the Titans seem to have infinite rows of teeth that are sort of shaped like the little thing that floats over Sims. It's like a diamond, and you want to create it with the tip of the brush and then go around it in red to clean up the edges and make the gum line. Now we're gonna do the same thing we did on the body with the dark color, but just repeat it on all the red shapes up in the face. Go ahead and add some striations in your mouth hole. They kind of just come off of the weird white bands and connect in between the teeth. And then do the same thing, dragging down from your eye towards your cheek. So now you want to modify your white color from earlier, so combine yellow, white, and brown, but this time you're gonna add a little bit more brown and you're gonna use it as a shading color. So you want to go into all the crevices of your nose and on the white straps on the face, and basically you're creating wrinkles or a shadow, and it looks sort of like a curve but all comic booky. Do the same thing on your sternum area and the lower halves of your collarbones and underneath your lip. This is what'll really make your makeup pop. So you're gonna add some white to your red, creating a beautiful little pink shade, and you want to go on top of all of the high points on the muscle striations. If you imagine each muscle striation is sort of a ridge, the top of the ridge is where you put the highlight, and then the curves downward of the ridge is where you would put the dark color. So I decided that I wanted to challenge myself and have my arms covered too. So now I'm just repeating the same exact process that I did everywhere else for the muscles, but this time on my arm. Make sure you follow some sort of anatomy reference, so I'm drawing the bicep right now and the tricep on the back, filling it in with the mid-tone, then just going in with the dark tone for the striations, and then the lighter tone for the muscle highlights. Make sure you keep the highlights sort of slender so it at least still looks kind of realistic. And then repeat on the other arm. Then with pure white, you want to go over all of the raised points on the Titan face, so I'm just adding it at the top of a wrinkle. I'm adding a few highlights on the neck bands, and then onto the top of the collarbone.
Random dancing.
Now we're moving on to the best part of the makeup, guys. So we're using black body paint, and we are literally going to be outlining everything. Make sure you're using a detail brush that can come to a really fine point to do this, because you don't want to make the lines too thick. After you outline the general form of a shape, I kind of go in and emphasize the dark striations of each of the muscle with a very thin black line. Now just go ahead and outline your collarbones and the weird neck straps, and then bring it on down to the sternum area. Just a pro tip for creating lines that are really thin and intimidating in black, you want to put your dominant hand's elbow on the table and then sort of just move your face and your arm to create a straight line instead of just freehanding it. It totally eliminates the whole shaky problem. Really accentuate the pointiness of the teeth by outlining each individual one and then creating a divider line between the top teeth and the lower teeth. Swear to God, they look like the little Sims gem thing. Add little lines and extra striations wherever it looks like it just needs a little bit more visual interest. Ooh, so colorful. Use some gray eyeshadow, and we're going to darken the eye sockets and then add a little bit of a light feathering shadow effect anywhere that needs to be receded. And you're done. Go eat a village. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and drop me a comment below, and please let me know your thoughts. Are you excited for Attack on Titan Season 2 like I am? And please, if you aren't already, hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it so you don't miss any videos.